Said I wonder what's the matter. Oh Lord. Said I wonder what's the matter with my long time here. Won't you ring, oh hammer, hammer ring, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammer ring, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammer ring, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammer ring. I said the sky fell down, hammer ring, and almost drowned, hammer ring, water so high, hammer ring, I swam for my life, hammer ring, I saved my wife and my kids, hammer ring, first thing I did. Hammering, I sat on my house, hammering, I need help somehow, hammering, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering. Won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering. Won't you ring, oh hammer, ha! 3 days went by, hammering, and I almost died, hammering, a body's floating by, hammering, I held the sign to the sky, hammering, help me please. Hammering, I lost everything, hammering, except your promises, hammering, I needed help to live, hammering, won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering. Won't you ring, oh hammer, ha! Won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering. Won't you ring, oh hammer, hammering. The Lord told Noah to build him an arky. The Lord told Noah to build him an arky. Build it up out of wood and barky, children of the Lord. Ha! But where was Noah when the levee started breaking? Where was Noah when the levee started breaking? Where was God when that goddamn dam was breaking? New Orleans was down.
Amen.
Mama was a Southern girl, raised in the American South. Fell in love with a South American farmhand named Esteban, who would teach her how to cross borders and break boundaries that black Southern girls weren't meant to break. She crossed her mama and daddy, crossed them bad, defiled the cross around her mama's neck, inadvertently cutting out her daddy's heart. My grandparents lost they shit. Esteban got mama out and away just in time. The way it was told to me, my granddaddy crossed it hard and hoped to die. He was going to kill them both. So they had to cross into Texas, find their way across the Mexican border. This time, the boundaries were visible, but the journey was impossible. Only possible if you were young and in love, and they were. And mama swore it was that cross around her neck that got them across. A sign of the cross. Crossing borders, crossing boundaries, defiling the cross, crossing from the frying pan into the fire, into San Pedro Sula, where Esteban was from. No, I ain't never call him daddy because I ain't known him long enough. And I can't remember, don't remember, nor want to remember, but I can feel everything that happened. I can feel the fear my mother lived with, the console that Esteban tried to provide. I can feel my mother struggling, trying to fit in. I can feel me, my inadequacies and insecurities being born and nurtured right alongside me. And mama, there's only 3 things I can remember. Esteban's closed casket funeral, me and mama leaving, and us sneaking out the back. The blood that runs through me runs from all over. Africa, Ireland, and from back through them woods, Indian territory. At least it was. Esteban wasn't from around here. You could tell from the way he used to roll his R's. Made me tingle every time he'd pronounce my name, Aretha. Never could pronounce the H, Aretha. He had a quiet, almost sad way about him, which made me feel bad every time Daddy decided to raise his voice at Esteban, to show him who was boss. Daddy was tough on everybody, especially Esteban. I think it was because he was from another country and Daddy felt he could play a trump card, somebody who he saw on a lower rung than him. Tell me something, boy. Is everyone where you come from as stupid as you? Shit, if a mule had hands, you damn sure he'd be out of work. Unnecessary. Daddy was hard, black and mean. Esteban was quiet, sweet, and pretty. He was. He had that pretty pecan brown skin, curls as soft as cotton balls, never pricked my fingers running through him. Esteban. On Mondays and Thursdays, Esteban be tended to the field behind the barn on the west side of the farm, and I'd fix me lunch enough for two. One day, Mama cornered me and say, "You better be eating all that food 'cause you hungry. I ain't raising no more babies." I didn't know what to do, so I just stuffed a piece of sandwich in my mouth, just shaking my head. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd sneak my way behind that barn. Esteban and I would eat lunch together. His English wasn't that good, but I didn't need him to talk much. Just be with. He was able to tell me where he was from, a place called Honduras. I knew he missed his folks and that he had a sister, Octavia. He thought she would really like me. And I knew he used to send most of his earnings back home to his folks. Every Monday and every Thursday for about 6 months, until one day he told me, "Aretha, I'm in love with you." I was feeling a whole lot more than tingling that day. I ran off and left him right there. The watermelons were done, which meant Esteban wasn't going to be around much for the next few months. He'd get hired up by some other farm for a few and be back soon enough, but I couldn't let him go without telling him, "Esteban, I love you too." I was feeling all kinds of things. My heart was pounding, my hands trembling, and my undergarment was clinging to me like it never had. A few months had passed, and I had to do something. And at 15 years old, I didn't know what, so I confided in my mama. Told her my friend didn't come visit. I didn't think she would tell my daddy. Guess I thought she'd make me get rid of it as much as I wanted it, wanted Esteban. Part of me thought maybe it was best. Daddy near killed me. My neck ain't looked right since. Mama had to pull him off. I run straight to where Esteban was staying. He packed us up right that night, and we never turned back. Christopher had been on the run with us ever since. Thank y'all. The America Hotel, smack dab in the middle of the country. Latitude 39.50 north, longitude 98.35 west. North Central Kansas, where north meets east and south meets 5 men dressed up tight. Black robes, white hoodies. Supreme beings, so they say. They check themselves into room 2007, and they're having a party, a tea party. No DJs, no disco balls, no sweaty bodies, sweaty floors, no sweat droplets suspended in mid-air. No booming bass or bouncing butts, just white men drinking tea. A party where people don't dance, just talk. They huddle around a table drinking Earl Grey as they strategize about the African running for U.S. president. They take his campaign as a biblical sign: destruction of the American empire, erasure of the white race. They decide they have to react, wage an attack, but the attack should not be singular. It needs to be broad. Blacks and browns, mulattoes and Asians, women, Jews, LGBTQs can't be ignored. From here on out, we who run the world must be relentless. No excuses, no deviation, no forgiveness. They shake hands and agree and sign a decree. If you ain't a rich, white, red-blooded American man in bleeding blue, they coming for you, you, and you. The poor, the underserved, those not red-blooded, white, or rich, but those who carry the blues. Who? You. They coming for you, that's who. Who? Who disenfranchised? Who the richest? Who colonized? Who raised your rent? Who outlawed the homeless? Who put you in tents? Who fund the military instead of the people? You know who. That's who. They coming for you. They coming for your food stamps, your affordable housing, your hopes for the future. If you got 2 nickels to rub together, they coming for both. Your temporary assistance will be non-existent. They coming for your hand-me-downs, all those huddled masses yearning to be free. They will rewrite the Bible minus the verses about generosity. As in Luke 6:38, give and it will be given to you. As in Proverbs 3:27, do not withhold good for those to whom is due. But they don't care about that. So they coming for you. If you black, brown, or damn near blue, who? You? They coming for you, that's who. Who hung you like strange fruit? Who burned your churches? Who shoot you down? Who call you nigger? Who pulled the trigger? Who raped your ma? Who whipped your pa? You know who. That's who. They coming for you. They coming for your music, your jazz, your hip-hop, your soul, your blues. They coming for your hair, your fros and cornrows, your cookouts and sit-ins, your family traditions. Think I'm lying? We just watched them try and steal Juneteenth, so don't think for one sec that Kwanzaa ain't next. Banning the color combination red, black, and green. Black people, they coming for you. Because they know the blacker the berry, the sweeter the stew. They coming for your swagger, your bop. They coming for your strength, your resilience, the swing of your hips. They've been coming and coming and coming and coming and coming, but it's more insidious and intense. Tony Adarando. Latinos! Who? You? They coming for you. Who make you a commonwealth? Who throw you paper towels to clean up a disaster? Who rape and pillage? Who still think they master? Who placed embargoes on Cuba, stuck their nose in places like Nicaragua? Who built the wall? Who stole the land? Who take your children? Who lock them in cages? Who call you bad hombres and rapists? Who shortchange your pay? Who tell you go back from where you came? You know who. That's who. They coming for you. They coming for South Americans, Central Americans, or South Central Vatos. They coming for your language. They've been trying for years to banish what they call Spanish. They coming for your salseros y salseras, your bomba y plana, all your good food. They already co-opted Cinco de Mayo, stole the land from underneath your feet, the land from where I stand. But you won't be out of work because they will still let you care for their babies and flowers. Clean their bathrooms and kitchens. They keep coming for your corner bodegas, your men on the corner, your men who feel cornered, pushing you back into a corner, paper towels instead of checks. If you from an Asian nation, my API brothers and sisters, they coming for you. Who? You. They coming for you, that's who. Who? Who put you in concentration camps? Who sexualize your women? Who call you rice queen or sticky rice? Who blame you for COVID? Who invade Vietnam? Who bombed Nagasaki, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand? Who create the Chinese Exclusion Act? Who blame you for 9/11? Who force you to assimilate? Who use you for cheap labor? Who gentrify? You know who. That's who. They coming for you. They coming for your lotus flowers. They coming for your Chinatown, your temples. They coming for Japantown, Burmatown, or any other part of town you in. They coming for Thai, and I ain't talking about the food. and your many traditions. They're coming for your nationalities, lumping you all into one group to steal your sense of self and power. They come in every minute, every day, and every hour. Who? You. That's who. They coming for you. Ladies, women, sisters, girls, mothers, misses. Who? You. They coming for you. Who call black and brown women hypersexual? Who tell white women to protect the color line? Who hijack your right to vote? Who deny you full citizenship? Who got you the most privilege? Who got the most power? You know who. They're coming for your femininity. They're coming for the pants in your closet, replacing them with miniskirts. They want you all to show your legs. They're coming for your sexuality. They want you all to present hetero. They want you all to present straight and available. They're coming for equal pay, equal jobs. They're coming for your right to vote, your right to speak, so they can force you back into the kitchen. They're coming for your political voice and position. They're coming for your right to choose, reversing Roe versus Wade. They're coming for your womb. And they're coming for the Jews. Chanting, Jews will not replace us. Jews will not replace us. They're coming for you. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Who burned down your synagogues? Who marched at Charlottesville? Who light tiki torches? Who the neo-Nazis? Who shout unite the right? Who invent the great replacement? Who got the power? Who's really running shit? You know who. That's who. They coming for you. Hoo! They're coming for Passover, Shabbat, Yom Kippur. They're coming for your history, your trials and tribulations, your biblical connections. They're coming for your story, for your truth, for your alliances with the black community. They're coming for the Torah, your yarmulke, your klezmer, your literature, your poetry, and your worldviews. Who? You. They're coming for you. That's who. The L to the B to the G to the T to the Q. They're coming for you. Who deny your human rights? Who take your jobs? Who discriminate in the workplace? Who fire? Who don't hire? Who create the lavender scare? Who bar you from civil service jobs and federal employment? Who limit your health care? Who don't care? Who creates systematic inequality? You know who. That's who. They're coming for you. They're coming for your pride, your rainbow flag. They're coming for your pronouns, your sexual orientation. They're coming for your college applications, coming for your safety. They're coming for your security, coming for your identity, your rights, the bills, the few that have been passed, the gay marriage rights, the parenting rights. They're coming for your homes, your house, your shelter, coming for those all-gender bathrooms. They are coming to take your freedom. They're coming to lock you away. They're coming to take your lives. Who? You. That's who. They're coming for you. If you ain't a white man, red-blooded American, and bleeding blue, they're coming for you. You, and you, and you, and you, and you. They're coming for us. I love black and brown, the colors of mud and sand, the building blocks for building blocks. I love black and brown people, black and brown fists, black and brown hips, black and brown thin, medium, and big ass lips. I love black and brown people. You know, that thing. Black and brown voices when we sang, not sing. I love black and brown food. Arroz con pollo, red beans and rice, and mama's rice and beans. I love Jamaican patties with cocoa bread from Edenwald Projects. Jerk chicken from 7th Avenue and 125th Street. Mofongo from 3rd Street and Avenue C. Ay, papi, I love Mr. Okra from New Orleans. I have orange and bananas. I have eaten pears and apples. I love black and brown people. I love black and brown language, Ebonics, Gullah Geechee, Spanglish, the way we laugh and holler, cry and moan, testify and catch the Holy Ghost. But most of all, I love the way we love. That passionate love, that soulful love, that God love, that real love, which reminds me of black and brown music. I'm talking Buddy Bolden breaking bread with Josephine Baker, who's making muffins with Mariam Makiba, feeding Maduros to Mongo Santa Maria, doing the mambo with Miles, who is miles ahead but slows down to mill around with the Fania All-Stars and Mongo de Bango. who bangs beats with Bambaataa, Grand Wizard Theodore, Grandmaster Flash, and who spins James Brown, Chic, the Barcades, Lou Rawls, on and on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop till the break of dawn. Damn, I ain't even mentioned Teddy P, EWF, the artist formerly known as MJ, Run DMC, The Treacherous Three, EPMD, Biggie, Pac, and Jay-Z. Can't forget Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, merengue, bachata, Indian rock, Berber, and Sufi music. Man, I love black and brown music. I gotta stop, or we can be here for days. But I have to say, I love the way black and brown people are standing together today. Right now, right this minute, I've seen it with my own eyes. God be my witness. I love black and brown people. Our resilience, our fight, our brilliance, our pride, our walk and our stride that carry us over the finish line. I can see the light. You shine yours, I'll shine mine. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.